Outdoor enthusiasts and professionals alike rely on a GPS unit as their guide to lead them to that exact point of their destination, whether it be on the side of a mountain or even in a canyon. And when accuracy counts, you should have a GPS to help you find your way in this big world. When we talk about navigation, we use terms like GPS, GNSS, GLONASS, dual frequency. It can all be very confusing, especially if you're thinking about buying or just learning how to use a navigation device. Starting with the obvious question, what is GPS? Well, GPS, or Global Positioning System, is a satellite-based navigation system made up of at least 24 satellites. GPS works in any weather conditions, 24 hours a day, with no subscription fees or setup charges. As the GPS satellites circle the Earth twice a day, each satellite transmits a unique signal that will allow GPS devices to compute the precise location of the satellite. GPS receivers use this information to calculate a user's exact location. Essentially, the GPS receiver measures the distance to each satellite based on the amount of time it takes to receive a transmitted signal. To calculate your 2D position, meaning your latitude and longitude, the GPS receiver must be locked onto at least 3 satellites. And when locked onto 4 or more satellites, the receiver can calculate your 3D position, which adds altitude. Garmin devices support a variety of global navigation satellite systems, or GNSS for short. There are many satellite constellations that make up the GNSS system. Some examples include GPS, the US constellation that we just talked about, GLONASS, the Russian constellation, and Galileo, the European constellation. While some devices support a single satellite system, others support multi-GNSS. This is when 2 GNSS systems work together for position, speed, and time. For example, in the Phoenix 6 settings menu, you can select GPS only, GPS plus GLONASS, or GPS plus Galileo. Utilizing multiple GNSS systems will help you track your location in more challenging environments than when using GPS alone. Ultimately, the more satellites you can track, the more reliable the signal will be. And with newer products that have multi-GNSS support, you could be tracking up to 20 satellites. Some products will go even a step further and have multi-band or dual frequency GNSS support. By utilizing both the L1 and L5 frequencies, along with multi-constellation support, dual frequency units allow for more consistent track logs and improved positioning in challenging environments. Until recently, dual frequency units were really expensive, costing thousands of dollars and mainly used in high-end applications such as surveying. But with evolving changes in technology, dual frequency units are making their way into the consumer market at affordable prices, such as our GPS Map 66SR.
The 66 series comes in 3 flavors: the 66S, the 66ST, and the 66i. Now, what's the difference in each of these units, you ask? While the 66S is the most basic of the 3, the 66ST adds topo mapping, and the 66i adds topo mapping and inReach technology. Each of these units have a bright, beautiful, sunlight-readable 3-inch display for easy viewing. They also have a built-in altimeter for accurate elevation data, barometer for weather change predictions, and a 3-axis compass so you can keep your bearings whether you're moving or not. We call these features ABC for short: altimeter, barometer, compass. Not only do these handhelds track GPS, the US satellite system, but they also track GLONASS, the Russian satellite system, as well as Galileo, the European satellite system. This multi-system support allows for better reception and accuracy than GPS alone. Combine all of these features together and you've got yourself a handheld GPS that's not only easy on the eyes, but you'll be able to track and navigate in some of the most challenging environments. With the 66 series, you'll get direct-to-device downloads of bird's-eye satellite imagery without an annual subscription. That's right, no subscription. With bird's eye, you'll get a better picture of your location with high-resolution, photo-like views so you can see where you're headed. No more downloading bird's eye to the computer, then uploading to the device. Since the 66 series has direct-to-device downloads, all you need is a Wi-Fi connection to download the area that you want the imagery for. And if you want even more detailed maps of terrain contours, elevations, and other geographical points, the preloaded topo maps in the 66ST and the 66i allow you to see more detail than ever for every hill and valley. By connecting the handheld to a compatible smartphone through Bluetooth, you can receive active weather updates, including up-to-date weather forecasts and a live weather radar so you can stay tuned to the conditions that may affect your adventure. Even if you're offline and have no cell service, the 66 series pairs with the Garmin Explore mobile app. This app is an incredible tool, allowing you to plan, review, and sync data such as waypoints, routes, and tracks. Plus, you can review completed activities while you're still out and about, even if you're off the grid. Once you're back in the comfort of your own home, you can plan your future trips and review previous activities from the Garmin Explore website. Now, if you're looking for the best of the best, look no further. Precise navigation meets global communication in the GPS Map 66i. That's right, the 66i has all the great features that we've discussed so far and adds inReach technology. With onboard inReach technology, you can trigger an interactive SOS to the Geo Search and Rescue Monitoring Center. It also enables two-way text messaging and live track location sharing, all through the 100% global Iridium satellite network, allowing you to stay in contact with your family and friends while on your adventure. Both operate on 2 AA batteries, getting up to 16 hours of battery life. For an even longer battery life, you can enable Expedition mode. Now this mode will turn off the screen, Bluetooth connections, ANT+ connections, and adjust the track recording to give you up to 1 week of battery life for those extra long expeditions. The 66i, on the other hand, has an internal lithium battery, giving you up to 35 hours of battery life while using inReach technology, while saving your location every 10 minutes. You can enable Expedition mode on the 66i as well, giving you up to 200 hours of battery life while saving your location every 30 minutes. As you can see, the 66 series is an absolute beast and built for some tough treks. So if you're an adventure junkie and you want a GPS handheld that can keep up with you and the paces you'll put it through, you're going to want to pick up one of these today.
Well, let me introduce you to a handheld GPS that's not only feature-rich, but takes accuracy to a whole new level. The Garmin GPS Map 66SR. Well, the 66SR has all the premium features that you'll find in the 66ST, like being built to military standards for thermal, shock, and water performance, as well as ABC sensors to help you navigate every trail. But it takes accuracy to a whole new territory we've yet to explore with our other devices. Let me explain. We've added multiband technology to the 66SR. Multiband technology is not only more robust, but also provides improved accuracy when signals are weak, blocked, or even reflected, taking the 66SR to the next evolutionary step of GNSS accuracy. Combine that with expanded support to include the QZSS and IRNSS constellations, and you've got a handheld that'll help guide the way and provide optimal accuracy in steep country, urban canyons, and even forests with dense trees. With TopoActive, you'll get detailed information such as terrain contours, topographic elevations, summits, geographical points, and more, giving you the ability to download high-resolution, photorealistic maps directly to your device without a subscription. Well, we wanted to make it easy on you, so we've added public land boundaries to the 66SR. This optional display of federal public land boundaries on topographical maps helps you know you're venturing where you're supposed to be. But what good is all of this great mapping if you can't read it? That's a great question, but don't worry. The GPS Map 66SR has a large 3-inch color display that's easy to read. Even in direct sunlight, no squinting necessary. The Garmin Explorer app and website is built for off-grid navigation and gives you offline access to cloud-based route planning, allowing you to plan, review, and sync your waypoints, routes, and tracks. You can even review completed activities while you're in the field. It has an internal lithium-ion rechargeable battery that provides up to 36 hours of battery life in GPS mode and up to 3 weeks in expedition mode. That's more than double the battery life of the 66ST, helping give you the confidence to take your adventure to new places that you have yet to explore. I want to tell you about a line of handheld GPS navigators that allow you to stay in touch and on track with precise navigation and quality communication. Let me introduce you to the latest in the Garmin Montana series, the 700, 700i, and 750i. Wherever your journey leads, you should be able to track your adventures. We've designed the Montana series to be built like a tank to tackle any terrain. These handhelds are tough enough to withstand the elements, meeting U.S. military standards for thermal, shock, water, and vibration. And since you expect big things with this series, the large 5-inch touchscreen display is not only bright, but 50% larger than previous Montana models, putting the world at your fingertips. The key to any excursion is being prepared. We want you to be prepared with navigation for any situation. The Montana 700 series comes preloaded with routable topographic maps for the US and Canada. You'll be able to view terrain contours, elevations, rivers, and so much more. There's even an optional display of federal public land boundaries, helping to keep you where you're supposed to be. You'll also get the clear perspective of your location and your surroundings with bird's eye satellite imagery, right on your device. With no subscription required, you'll be able to use direct-to-device downloads and see photorealistic views to create waypoints based on landmarks. To top it off, the Montana 700i and 750i include preloaded city navigator maps, so you can seamlessly transition from the trails to roads. With these mapping options at your fingertips, you get to choose your way out. You know how important it is to check the weather forecast before heading out on an adventure. But what about during your adventure? Changes in elevation or temperature throughout the day can lead to sudden shifts in the weather and catch you off guard. With the active weather feature, the Montana 700 series can use cellular connectivity to access up-to-date active weather forecasts through the Garmin Connect app, allowing you to be more prepared for what's ahead and take cover if needed. And speaking of being prepared, if your adventure includes your sporting dog, you know when their nose hits the ground how quickly they can get ahead of you. To help you follow their every move, the Montana 700 series has dog tracking capability. Similar to the Garmin DriveTrack, Dog Tracker, and GPS navigators, this Montana series syncs with compatible Astro and Alpha series handhelds to help track sporting dogs in the field, giving you a more rugged solution for in-vehicle dog tracking. You may venture off the grid and outside of cell service, but that doesn't mean you have to lose contact with friends and family back home. With the Montana 700i and 750i, you can link up from way out with InReach technology. Using the Iridium satellite network, they can follow your progress and see your GPS location when using the tracking feature. With use of a full QWERTY keyboard, you can exchange messages with friends and family. Most importantly, you'll have the ability to trigger an interactive SOS and communicate with the GEOS 24/7 monitoring center to get the help you need when you need it the most. And for those breathtaking views or too good to be true moments, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, with the Montana 750i, you can capture those exploits with an onboard 8-megapixel digital camera. It even geotags your photos with coordinates so you can navigate back to those favorite sites in the future. This gives you yet another way of sharing your adventure with others and proof of all the hard-to-believe stories you bring back with you. Battery life should be the least of your worries. So we've added an expedition mode to the Montana 700 series, giving you an ultra-low power GPS reference to keep your Montana tracking longer between recharges. While on the topic of recharging, the rechargeable lithium-ion battery pack can provide up to 18 hours of battery life in GPS mode and up to 2 weeks in expedition mode, giving you the peace of mind to take off where others leave off. Folks, these handheld GPS units are born to explore and built to endure. The sturdy 5-inch format is ideal for navigation on foot, bike, ATV, and so much more. Combine that with their advanced outdoor features, and you have a handheld that allows you to see the world, stay in touch, and be the picture of adventure. Explore the world with navigation you trust with the Montana 700 series. But for now, that's it.
If you enjoyed our video, don't forget to hit the like button below. And if you want to see similar videos in the future, smash that subscribe button and make sure to turn the notification bell on. For now, that's all I've got. And in all that you do, we want to help you beat yesterday.